Sri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Aurarya Madhurya Gunaisya Yuktam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tam Sirasa Namami Hridandinam Bhakta Shiromani Sri Krishna Padabja Udaikavadi Chaitanya Lila Amrita Sarasaram Narayanam Tam Satatam Sakadye. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Sri Gaura Bhatta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Jai Jai Gurudev ki Jai, Padma Padma ki Jai, Guru Varga ki Jai, Guru Parampara ki Jai. Offer millions of senses Gurudev, Bhanu, Guru Varga, Namanishka Sankara, Dandavat, all present, past, future, Vaishnava, Tava, Dandavat, Vancha, Kalpataru, Vyascha, Krupa, Sindhu, Devacha, Patitana, Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams to all of you and the Vrajadam, Parikrama devotees, Kartik. Today is fifth day or sixth day, something like that.
Dandavat pranams, Gurudev.
Yes.
Today is 6th day, am I right? Ananga Didi?
Yeah, sixth day. Start from 9th. Sunday. Including Sunday, yeah, sixth day, Friday. So, now, yesterday we finished, we went around Mathura, Parikrama, Madhuban, Kumudavan, Bahulavan, and also Vrindavan, the principal deities, Radha Madano, Radha Govinda, Radha Gopinath, and Radha Raman. And also Lord's Kalyanaga, pastime. So these are all, even each one pastime is so intricate, so amazing. Next to impossible to make it complete, but anyway, it's amazing. Now we'll try to wind up. Of course, cannot wind up anything. Some part of Vrindavan, because devotees are going in Vrindavan. So we're trying to catch up with them. So Vrindavan is very special. So how do we know it's a very special place? One time, like Vrindavan is not just like another tirtha. You know, tirtha meaning holy place, no? Holy place. Not another tirtha, but is actually Lord's real dham, or his house. Um, that's why our acharyas, you know, um, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanaya Taddhama Vrindavana Rajavadu Vargena Kalpita. So, Lord Krishna is as worshipable, same way as Vrindavan is also worshipable, not different from it. It's Swarupa. And the best way to worship the way Rajavadu, the way gopis worship them. And Praman, the evidence is Srimad Bhagavatam and Prema Pumartha, Prema, love, transcendental love is our Pumartha. And this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to teach us. So other than this, we're not interested in anything else. Because everything else is included in this. So this is, you can understand in this today's little bit of Raslila thing, some questions, it happened. Gopi is questioning Krishna. During that time, he reveals himself, his personality. We will get a glimpse of Krishna's personality. So one time, it's in Purana, Devarshi Narad Muni went to doing his Veena to Prayagraj, Prayag Raj, Tirtharaj, Prayaga. Prayaga meaning the three rivers confluence, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. Saraswati comes from the bottom, Ganga, Yamuna comes. So this is considered holiest Tirtha in India. And is the Tirtharaj, meaning king of all the Tirthas. Krishna himself has made him that title, gave him the title and then bestowed his mercy and all that. So then Narada Muni always he troublesome, brings out more sweetness, His nature is like that. So he went to Tirtharaj and he said, "Oh Tirtharaj, Lord has declared you are the king of all the Tirthas, but I have little doubt about it." Why is telling? Have you any time Vrindavan Tirtha has come and did any service to you? Brought any gifts for you? He said no. So he got a doubt in his mind that how can he be king of all Tirthas when Vrindavan Dham is not coming and giving any gifts and little honoring that. So then, then how I can be a king, Tirtharaj. So then he went to Lord's place, Krishna. He told, as soon as Tirtharaj came, Krishna, he honored him, whatever is needed at that time. Then he asked him, why you have come? Then Tirtharaj is telling with a very kind, Prabhu, oh Lord, you made me Tirtharaj, king of Tirtha, you Abhishek. But Vrindavan Tirtha, it never came to give me gift or to, then how I can be a king of all the Tirthas? Then if Vrindavan like a small tirtha, he's telling it's a small tirtha, does not come, huh? Then how I can be king of all tirthas? He's saying. As soon as he heard this word from Tirtharaj, Krishna became very quiet, became mound. Then from his eyes started tears coming out. Because as soon as he told Vrindavan, he remembered Vrindavan. So how he was going with all his friends, taking the cows, calves, remembered. He remembered his Nandamara, Yashoda. There's so much friendship, so much love. Then Priyatama Radharani, all the gopis, then all the Rasa Vilas, all that thing. It started coming in his heart. Then all of his, heart became, became very soft, very dravita, meaning like a liquid, become. Then after some, then after a while, then very gambhir, meaning very become. He's telling, Krishna is telling, "Oh Tirtharaj, yes, I made you king, but I did not make you king of my house. Vrindavan is my house. And not only it is my house, the Pranapriya Sri Radha also, Paramavya, Viharasthal, is there. Pranapriya, very dear to his life, Radharani, Paramavihara, there the in charge is Radharani. She is Vrindavaneshwari. So I always stay there. There is no doubt we are Tirtharaj, but Vrindavan is not just Tirtha. You should try to serve Vrindavan. You have to worship, do that, please. So like that, it shows how you get the glimpse of what Vrindavan is. That's why he never leaves Krishna. And then Mahaprabhu also became, and of course we know Vrindavan because of Mahaprabhu and his father. Otherwise, nobody would have known the sweetness or to getting entry into that sweetness. So it's impossible. Then what else is there? Then Om Shivata. This is what we are saying. Om Shivata. See, there is important places. When you go to Vrindavan, these temples we're talking, then Kalyanaga place, then Keshi Ghat, Vamshivat. Keshi Ghat is where Keshi demon. One time, Madhumangal, they were in Keshi Ghat. Madhumangal was telling Krishna, mm, please give me your, you know, in Vrindavan, all the gopis, everybody likes you, they give you laddu, the sweet laddu, because you look beautiful, because you wear your like pitambar, yellow clothes, yellow pitambar, then murli, huh? And then your peacock feather. Please give me that. So Lord complained by it, So he gave his dress and then he took on the uh, Madhumangal's dress, right? And then Madhumangal is very happily going, like Krishna Divya is going around. Meantime, what has happened is the Keshi demon came. It's like a horse, huh? To cause problem, to kill Krishna. So he was told how Krishna looks like. He's always wears yellow clothes, flute, and then the feathers, right? Peacock feathers, like uh, some description. Huh? So, so that time, Keshi, he came, you know, running and running, Imagine the demon. So, and he saw Madhumangal, right? He thought he was Krishna. So what happened was he, Krishna, of course, immediately acted. He, he was coming, and then he tried to put a break on him. His attack. Everybody ran away, and then Madhumangal also went away and fell down. Then Krishna, catching hold of his two legs, he killed him. Afterwards, Madhumangala came back and said, Krishna, because the Keshi he did not hit by Keshi, but what it was he was hit by the force of the wind that was coming. That was enough for Madhumangala to, he said, Krishna, take your all the clothes. I don't want even laddu. I want my life back. So, so like that. Then what? Either. Um, then there's another pastime there. Um, during some other kalpa. Kalpa meaning day of Brahma. Huh? Different. So Sanatana Goswami describes another lila there. See, Krishna's lila is ever fresh. It will not get repeated same way. Huh? Or any of his incarnations. Everything is fresh. Like we know, there is nothing, there are no two identical objects, right? Not even identical atoms, electrons. You see, no two people match the fingerprint. We have so many voice print, iris, so many things unique. So same way is every lila is unique. So in one lila, at that Keshi Ghat, Sanatana Goswami described that one time, instead of, he did not kill Keshi. What he did was he, what do you call that? Tamed. Tamed. He tamed Keshi, and then he set all his sakas on, on Keshi, like, and then he went around like a joyride, So, so like that, you cannot predict Krishna. See, this is what we will see in the Vamshivat. Then Vamshi word is the where in the Srimad Bhagavatam described this. Radha Krishna is Raslila, Vamshi word. So that the Gopakumaris, they were doing Katyayani. It starts after Kartik. They do, and they were praying that, oh, let Krishna be our Katyayani, is basically Yogamaya, to bestow Krishna Nandanandan as their husband, small gopis. So then he gave the word for them that on the coming Kartik, Purnima, he will fulfill their desire. So that time, so that day, he played on the flute, and all the gopis, whatever they were doing, they just came there. Then Krishna, what he did was, he told them, you should go back. You should be with your husbands. It is not right. So like that. Then they argued. See, Krishna is very chatur, meaning very intelligent, very, gopis are more intelligent. So they said, you are like a guru. First we have to serve you. Like that, so many arguments went, and Krishna was defeated. Then the Shardiya Ras, they are, it is very beautiful. The way it is, we have to, there is a lot of misunderstanding about Ras Leela, but it cannot be done by anybody else. It is so pure, okay, faultless, on behalf of gopis or Krishna. We have to understand, we have to hear from a Rasika, then we understand. Most amazing Leela that Krishna has done. So then he started. Then because of the Saubhagya Mada, meaning gopis, there are so many gopis, so many Krishna was also there. Saubhagya Mada, wow, Krishna is only dancing with me, that kind of feeling. And in the center, Radha and Krishna were there. So it's amazing. He was, each gopi was doing one thing with that speed. It's really every gopi thought that Krishna is only with him, nobody else. So Radharani came to know. Radharani could see. See, the gopis could not see any other gopi. Radha, they could not see. She thought she is alone with Krishna. Every gopi thought like that. You can imagine. So Radharani, of course, she was, able to see what's going on. She felt it. Then he said, Krishna, he was telling me, he prefers me over everybody, but she is equally treating me also along with other gopis. So she became a little man. So she went away. When Radharani leaves, then Krishna also left. So that time, then then they went to the Krishna followed her, and then he pacified her. She went to Manas Sarovar. Manas Sarovar. That's also Man Gully, Kunji Gully, Don Gully, Ghan Gully, 4 gullies are there, 4 little street. Man Gully is where Radharani walked to Mansarovar. Manasarovar meaning she went and she was crying. Because of her tears, a lake was formed. So there, Krishna also followed her. Somehow she was pacified her, fell at her lotus feet, and then telling, "No, no, no, I will not do this again." He reconciled, and then brought her to another place, Vamshivat. Vamshivat. Vamshivata, Dhir Swami, then Krishna, what happened was actually,
Dus 1:30.
he went to Krishna. Meantime, he went to Imlitala. Imlitala is famous. Famous meaning the Imli meaning what do you call this? Tamarind tree. There's a old tamarind tree was there. Now they have put a new one. So when they try to cut that, the blood came out. So that means in Vrindavan they are all very exalted, devotees. Whether it is tree or a little thing, we have to be very careful. Actually, that's why we remember during time of Kartik, especially, or any time, we should not pluck a leaf or flower or anything. There, we should be very, very careful. We should not even an ant. We have to be very careful. Mosquitoes or anything. I'll tell you, they are not. Even a dog is not ordinary. Dog is not ordinary there. I have one I one experience many years ago. 86, maybe 14, 35, 34, 35 years ago. I'm telling you this to get you an idea, even a pig or anything, they're not ordinary there. So we were in near Govardhan, doing parikrama, Madhukari, place where Madhavendra Puri found Gopal, Govind Kund, in that place. So there were many dogs were there. There was one family of dogs, she dog and a male dog and then children, right? 4, 5, 6 of them. And we used to get some chapatis, and then we used to give them. Now the dogs will not take the dry chapati. You have to put a ghee on it. Then only then take. Yes. Then one day, one Ekadasi day is amazing. One Ekadasi day in the Brahma Muhurta time, just before 1.5 hours roughly. All the dogs, the mother, the dad, all the small ones, everybody left their bodies together. You think it can be ordinary thing? So they were exalted beings. They were doing some austerity or like that, and they went back. So like that, Gurudev keeps telling, you have to be careful in Vrindavan. So same way, Krishna went to um, what happened was he, he broke his man, he finger, he with garlands and all that he made himself decorated rather, and he started hearing the gopis' voice. Then he said, "Let's go." Radharani said, "I cannot walk. Carry me." Then Radharani then wanted to. He said, "You sit on my back." So Krishna sat down so that she can climb on it. Meantime, Krishna disappeared. So Radharani fell into unconscious. Oh, Nata, where did you go? So Krishna came to Imlitala, and then he was in Viraha, separation from her. So, and the thinking of her, what happens is our Param Gurudev says, what happened, he Radha Lingita Vigraha, he took on the vow and the Angakanti of Radha. It became like a golden, like the way Radha Lingita Vigraha. So that is very sweet of him. So then the gopis started doing the Gopi Gita separation. Then again Krishna appeared. Manmata. Uh, Millions of people he can attract. So that time, this what they are asking questions to Krishna because they were really crying. Gopi Gita is moving, and their meaning is double meaning. One meaning is many meanings are there for each. So one day so in that questions they are asking gopis because they were little angry in a sense, transcendentally angry because he made them, he was with them, then disappeared, again he has come. And so they wanted to know, they want to corner him, they want to, you know, each one is very intelligent, Gopis think they are and Krishna thinks, so they are asking questions. What is that? Oh Krishna, in this world there are many kinds of lovers. There is one kind of lovers who, if you love them, they love you. One kind, right? They don't love otherwise. If you love them, they will love you. Otherwise, no. Second kind, these people love even if they don't love him. Then the third kind is whether you love him or not, they don't love. So Krishna, which category are you in? Because they say now Krishna is explaining them very beautiful. The first that you love, they will love. It's like a business. Suppose you give some dollar or some amount, right? They give back equivalent amount of object. It's a business. Some people take a cow, they feed cow because cows gives milk with the expectation, right? Nothing else. So there is no good thing coming out of it, right? It is mundane, right? Uh, Mundane thing is a swartha, is selfish. There is no selfish, right? Oh, you are giving me this, I'm going to give you back, like a business. Now, Then the second question. So you said there is not a good thing. Then the second one is if you love those people love you, whether you love them or not, you know. So that is uh, what it is it's like mother, parents, right? There are two kinds. One with the parents, the mother especially, love the children, whether the children love or not, because of the relation, right? Because someone is there, that's why. But she does not love any other children. She loves her own children, right? Children may, love or not. You know? She will love, but she will not love other children, right? The other kind is without relation, like a guru. The guru loves, takes care of, maintains everything the disciple, right? Whether the disciple loves the guru or not. So, um, so like that, Prahlad. uh, so that is more superior. Uh, now he says, Krishna is telling, they are also asking which category we are and which category you are. So Krishna is telling you belong to that category. You love even if they don't love you. So then there is a third kind, whether you love them or not. Of course, if you don't love, that is different. Even if you love, they will not do reciprocation. They will not do reciprocation. In that, Krishna is telling them many varieties. You know. So one is Atma Rama, Atma Kama, Akrutagna, Guru Drohi. Four kinds. Atma Rama meaning one who is completely satisfied himself. He has no external vision. External vision is completely, totally internal, right? He doesn't need anything. So if somebody gives him anything, it doesn't make any difference. He does not reciprocate because he doesn't need, uh, whether they give him or not, he will not reciprocate. That is one kind, Atmaram. Atmakam is one who has external drushti, external vision, he can see, but he is satisfied fully, whatever he has. He doesn't need anything from outside. So he also will not reciprocate. Then akrutagna, meaning one, he needs something from others. He accepts it, but he is not able to reciprocate. He's not able to reciprocate. He is not krutagnata, akrutagna. Krutagna meaning akrutagna, you cannot reciprocate. The other kind is Guru Drohi, meaning even though like someone gets so much thing from the Guru, teacher, but not only that he does not respond, he acts against the wish of the Guru. Right? So that is Drohi, is really very bad. So they will not respond. If Guru loves, they don't care. So in that there are many kinds. Another oh, three kinds. Three kinds are there. But in any case, they're all same. So So the gopis is telling which one of you. See now, uh, Krishna said, I'm not in group number one because, you know, or number two, right? Uh, so I disappeared, I came back. So, and he says, Atma Rama. Atma Rama meaning completely satisfied. What Krishna is saying is, this is amazing. What he's saying is, uh, um, see, as a Krishna, oh Saki, you want to hear defeat from my side, right? You want to put me into some category. I want to do that. Please listen to me. In the form of Narayan, he is also Narayan, right? Narayan, in the form of Narayan, he is Atmaram, Purnakam, right? Lord Narayan, Vishnu is Atmaram, right? He doesn't need anything, he's fully satisfied. So, Atmakam. But as a son of Nanda Maharaj, I'm neither Atmara nor Purnakama. You understand? In other words, he is and he is not. He is Atmaram and also he is not Atmaram. He is also Purnakama, he is also not. He is and he is not. So, then he says, as a Gopal, Krishna is a Gopal, right? Taking care of cows. He never went for studies, Niti Shastra. So that's why he is Akrutagna. But in the form of Narayan, he is Sarvajna, he knows everything. But so because of that, he is Krutagna. So, you see, and of course, he is not Guru Drohi, because he left them only one time. If he's a Guru Drohi, then he will not come back again, right? So, but he has come back. So, then if gopis are asking him, because he is not belong to any of these three groups. This is the beauty. Now, which category does he belong to? So because he is expecting a question from them, gopis, he is telling further, that there is a very special difference. So how he is telling, that means you cannot understand my abhipraya, my feelings, my position. So that's why I'm telling you, please listen to me. So, so he's telling, see, this is applicable to all of us. That's why telling there are two kinds of people called Jata Prema, Ajata Prema, meaning devotees who are sadhakas, who have not developed love, not yet. They are sadhakas, right? We are practicing. So they are sometimes they are doing so many sadhana, they still uh, we don't get a feel that Krishna is caring or, like that. So then what happens for those kind of things, even though they are doing bhajan, he will not give darshan. So then if he is a sadhaka seriously about it, then he will feel, oh, I'm doing sadhana for so long, but never, not even a glimpse so far. You know, um, I didn't get the mercy of Krishna. Dikkara, let me, fee on me, fee on me. Uh, like that, We should not, we should not go. If one is serious, that's why understanding Krishna is very, very important. So Krishna is telling those kind of real sadhakas, like Bilva Mangala Thakur. There is a part also in Vrindavan, so we'll tell later. So I don't have even a bit of Krishna's mercy, dikkara, dikkara. So like this, what happens is you will develop humility. See? You will develop humility, and what happens? He will be that kind of personality, that kind of person. He will be free from lust and anger and all that, right? Because you are feeling humility. Oh, Krishna has given me no mercy. I'm useless, worthless. That. Then how will be filled with kama krodha, right? Anger and lust, right? So that way Krishna is telling to make their bhakti, little, grow. I will protect their bhajana vritti. I'm protecting their bhajana. I'm making them, uh, progress in bhajana, in the process of bhajan, in the sadhana. So he's telling like that. And for those people who have love, developed love, then what he will do is uh, he gives a little bit of taste and then disappears. Like he might give a little glimpse of his appearance and then disappears. Then what happens to those kind of people? It's like suppose there is a person who is very poor, okay, nothing, no wealth, nothing, but he gets a lot of wealth suddenly. And then he's happy. Oh, well, he is thinking, wow, so. And suppose he loses all that wealth. Now, what is the status of that person? He's always thinking, wow, I had so much wealth, I lost it, I lost it. In that thinking, what he will do, he will forget about drinking, sleeping, eating, right? Because in his mind always, oh, I had so much wealth, I lost it. How to get it back? In other words, nothing comes into his mind. Understand? So same way Krishna says, for the one who has developed jata prema, love, like gives a glimpse and then disappears. Then what happens? That person, wow, Krishna came, he gave me that. No, when will I get back his darshan again? See, in that is asakti, is interest, is attachment to get his darshan increases more and more and more, and nothing comes in his vision. You understand? So is increasing, So the increase is asakti, interest, is attachment to him. Uh, he, of course, he is there. He is with that devotees all the time, but he is not visible. To the extent they are doing bhajan, he is also doing more. Actually, Krishna is doing more. Uh, so without coming into his vision. So Krishna is telling like that, you know. So now, in other words, the this is important, you know, because the what Krishna is telling, there is no similarity between mundane person and Sri Krishna. Laukika, you know, mundane people, their activities, they follow, you know, Krishna's, you know, dealings. You know, there cannot be any similarities. Uh, so he clearly, you know, described that one who loves him and he loves them, uh, not like Raya with give and take, not like that. Um, so even though Lord is, uh, you know, the love of Lord cannot be compared or to be to anything. So Atmaram Shiromani, even if someone is completely satisfied himself, you know, but Lord is in everyone, everywhere. He is greatest and he is very krutagna, meaning indebtedness. He is indebted. Bhakta Vasala, very dear to the Bhakta Vasala. And he can also chastise who are not devotees. So try to understand it. It's completely satisfied himself. It doesn't need anything. It doesn't need anybody. But still, he is in everyone's heart. He is everywhere. He is the Vibhu Swarupa. And he is very, you know, Krutagna, meaning he is indebted. He feels indebted to gopis. He feels indebted. If you give him a little water and a tulsi, you know, he feels, wow, he has purchased me. Now, who made the water and who made the tulsi, right? Tulsi is Antaranga Shakti. This tulsi leaf, don't think it's ordinary. It is actually transcendental. One day I can demonstrate that when you come, when you meet me. So tulsi leaf is actually transcendental. You can clearly experience it. So tulsi is Lord's Swarupa Shakti, no, Yogamaya. Then Yogamaya herself for the Leela. Uh, then the Vrunda Devi, then Vrunda Devi has appeared, a Amsha, a part of Vrunda Devi is this Tulsi plant in this world. But still it is actually transcendental. It appears like that, ordinary leaf, ordinary, you know, small shrub like that. But it is actually spiritual, completely spiritual. But she has come in a way visible to everybody, to the mundane people. You know, same time, she is spiritual and also visible. Usually, this is the one uh, kindness that Lord has given us. You know, prasadam is also like that. His name, you know, is accessible in this world, mundane world, but spiritual. Because of these things, we can, by touch of these things, we can, you know, make progress. We can leave this world. We cannot be get by touch of those things. We can be not touched by these material things. You know. So that is the amazing. You know. Now, apta kama. is completely satisfied, with whatever he has. Even then, because of the devotee's desire, he also desires. See, this is amazing. Uh, so, and then also he is not Kritagna uh, because he gives the bhakti fruit according to their devotion. So that's why, according to the nature of human nature, achintya, so beyond mundane, achintya meaning you cannot even think of, beyond thinking is Param. His nature, there is no similarity, That's why we try to understand this. Lord is not like an ordinary person, We cannot make similarities, you know. Uh, so for the question of the Rajagopis, because the question they were asking Gopis, which category belong? With that question, answering those questions, pointing to that, Krishna made it very clear. Uh, he is giving that message to us, to all of us humans, that understand what is the Krishna's amazing position. It blows in your mind. That's why um, so that's he says the sadhaka, bhajanakari vyakti, in a natural way, he may not get his darshan. So why? To grow his love. To grow his love, he repeatedly gives difficulties, repeatedly brings difficulty in his path of sadhana. Uh, but he also, Lord does not feel good about it, right? So Lord feels actually, so from this we understand, Lord is very, very kind. See, it's like this. Baby is there. Baby is suffering. Mother wants to give medicine. You think baby will take very bitter medicine? So what the mother does, she cannot tolerate the suffering of the baby. So, and she tries to give that medicine in some other way. So, like a little sweet or anything like that. So, it may not be exactly parallel, but something like that. So that's why the mother's kindness is there, right? Our feeling is somehow or the other, my baby should become healthy. In this case, Krishna, we know the only way we will be happy if we act on the natural nature of the soul. Understand? It's the supreme soul. So, and we know 8 qualities of the soul, right? The soul cannot do sin. Why we do sin? Because we have come in touch with the avidya, maya. The soul cannot do. The covering of the soul, subtle body, gross body, does the sin. but the pure soul cannot, because it has no connection with the Maya, avidya. So, and also it cannot, there is no shoka, no suffering, no death, and ever fresh, youthful, ever fresh. Then it has not, also no desires to enjoy, you know, bhoga, vasana, even the subtle desire is also not there. Then it has desire to serve the Lord, right? Anya Abhilashita Shunya, wants to serve the Lord. Because that serving Lord is pure and there is no dosha, no fault in it. Satya Kama, Satya Sankalpa. That is Satya Kama. So because of that, it becomes fulfilled, you know. So these 8 qualities. So if you remember that, then you know, we will not deviate from the things. So that's why if we listen to this discussion between the Raja Gopis, right, and then Sri Krishna, this Rasa Vilas, you know, this is very vichitra, meaning very amazing, not already extraordinary, Vilasa. You know, they are meditating. Who are meditating? Veda Vyas, Sukadev, Sanatan, and all the Nishkama Rushigan. Nishkama meaning without any expectation, you know. They become very happy, you know. In reality, for pure devotees, if we listen to this through the media of the pure devotees, by listening to this, right, hearing, by listening and hearing, then what happens? All the anarthas, meaning all impediments, all impurities in the life of sadhaka will go away, very far away. So that's why Krishna comes down and does all this lila, you know. From one point of view, no gain for him, but on the other hand, this is his greatness. See, now there is one question. I don't have time enough. I mean, another 5-10 minutes, you know, because we are in the same thought process. We can finish. Suppose there might be a question: is there any, why there is a rasa? Rasa meaning, you understand rasa? You know, to relish devotees, like devotion. You know, is there in him or not to relish that devotion? You know, so because he is self-satisfied, he doesn't need anything. You know, if we have known that desire, how we can be raso vaisa, you know. So it says, he has no abhava, meaning shortcomings. He has no shortage of anything. Huh? Huh? Because he is Rasika Sekara. Huh? But without the subtle vasana, meaning the smell of the desire, rasa, how is it possible? So the example is given is Agni, the fire is there, right? Agni, the fire, has a burning strength, right? Burning. Fire burns and also gives life. That is nature, natural to it. So similarly, for the Lord to relish vasana is also natural to him. Why that? Rasa is prema rupa, is also love, form of love, rasa, transcendental, mellow, is also uh, through prema only that rasa, mellow, becomes strong, becomes maintained. And the nature of love, transcendental love, is not satisfied. However much we have, we need more. Atrupti. You never get satisfied. The more the prema happens, same way to get more, also that increases. And Krishna's love is unlimited, ananta, right? Krishna's love. That's why to relish this mellow of the rasa of the devotees is also unlimited for him. This to fulfill that unlimited puha, he becomes bhakta vashyata, meaning he becomes controlled by bhakta. He's amazing. Imagine, like Mother Yashoda trying to bind him. Can you bind him? See? Because of bhakta vasalya. Remember this? That Leela of Damabandhan is showing that I am under the control of my devotees completely controlled. Uh, then Bhakta, Bhakti and Bhakto Prati. Bhakta, Bhakti and Bhakt. He has a natural mercy. So that's why this is not a fault. Having in Krishna, you should not think, oh, he is having this tendency for the mellows, for tasting the mellow is not a fault in it. Rather, it is an bhushana, meaning it is an ornament to him. Because Krishna is so big, so amazing, everything under his control. But he's still insignificant living entity. He's completely satisfied. He doesn't need anything from outside. But he still wants to, he can relish even with the most significant jiva living in it. That's why, we all have something unique to offer that Krishna loves it. Krishna tastes it. We want to taste. That's why never think that yourself, of course, we should have natural loneliness, that I'm useless, fitless, nothing. You should have that feeling. There's no, I'm not disagreeing. But at the same time, is achintya veda. At the same time, even though we are low and all that, at the same time, we have something unique. That even though Krishna is big, he is still religious. So for that, wow, Utkantata should be there. Oh, when that will be because it becomes takes full flowering stage. Right now we are in the not even germination. Okay, that is different. Right, different stages. The seed, you might have got the seed. Now you have to sprout, is grow. You have to start putting water, remove all the unwanted, thing that grow along with it. So all these stages you have to keep going. Idea is one day Krishna releases, He notices, he does not uh, neglects. You understand? Neglects in a sense, he neglects when to make us more grow, faster, like that. That's why this is not a fault in him. Uh, then it is not incompleteness in him. It is actually a sign of completeness in him. This is amazing. In other words, even though he is incomplete, but it is still part of his completeness. You understand what I'm saying? Feels like it's incomplete because he's right, but it's actually part of his completeness. This is the amazing part of Krishna. Even though he is uh, incomplete, is complete. Uh, so because of that, devotees, sadhakas, will have a asha, meaning we can have a expectation, a positive expectation. Yes, he will not give us that. Our other people will give up. These mundane people, one day or the other, whom we are thinking, they will protect you or take care of you. They will one day, they will going to give us honor. In everybody's life, this is true. Only Krishna, only exalted Vaishnava, Guru, Guru, they will not forsake you. Everybody else in this world will forsake, right? Our own body is going to forsake you, is it not? Right? This body thing we will be carrying forever. It is already forsaking every second in our life. Try to understand, right? Right. From the from the moment we are born, death is already there along with it. Death is So that's why you should become serious. This Kartik time is very, very special for this reason to elevate us from this thought, that understanding Krishna's how amazing he is, and he can actually take care of us. He's the only one who can really take care of us. The way he took care of gopis, even though he made them disappear, but then again he came back, and they are the Rasa together. So. So we will end at this point. Our time is up. Anyway, I'm sorry for the late. I was traveling. Any questions?
Gurudev, I have one question. Is it possible to become a seed farm and still carrying this body? Is it possible to, to become the seed and still carry this body? Seed farm means soul seed farm.
Yeah, it is. See, then your body has spiritualized. You know.
But if you don't feel the body, how can you move? You don't have to, or you have to?
No, they automatically moves. See, the body obeys. See the different stages of the Atma, right now it may be sleeping, but when it wakes up, it's so active. See, it's like this. Suppose there is a wire, ordinary wire. You touch it, you don't get a shock. Suppose you connect it to the power, electricity. You think the weight of the wire increases? You don't see current. It doesn't increase in weight, but you touch it, whew, get a shock. So the power comes from something else, not the body. Power is that bhakti. That if you obtain that bhakti, then it can overcome all the limitations of the world. You know,
Okay.
we have seen actually there is one small baby, bah,
Mm.
so much active and hardly eats anything. You know,
Mm.
so many devotees also have experienced. They will do service for 24 hours practically non-stop service, and they don't take proper rest. Say, uh, Harvard University. Okay, there is one example, one research they did. If you chant, how many hours I forgot, 1 hour, 2 hours. There, 1 hour of chanting, something like that. Their finding. Huh? 1 hour of chanting gives you rest equivalent to 7, 8 hours of deep sleep. These are the experimentally found result. So the power is amazing. The power of the soul. Soul is what is the dimension? Very, very tiny, insignificant. Of course you cannot find, but the example given is on if you take a air, right? Top of the air divide into 100 parts, and then again each part into 100 parts. That parts like that they give you something to show that it is true. But the power, if the soul leaves the body, what happens? Body is there, it has no work, right? No function. It starts, degrading, and it cannot move itself. But as the soul enters, it gets energized. So, so spiritual strength. By spiritual strength, you can overcome the physical strength, physical limitation. That's why this Kartik, Ekasi, all that, to minimize our dependency on these external things. So of course we are going in a middle path, not extreme. Not too much
Mm.
caring for the body, or not caring at all. Okay, we are a sadhaka, middle path, just enough.
Mm.
But don't get
Okay.
tangled. I'm there, take care of that. Try to do, but
Mhm.
more time. See, this is our primary thing is spiritual progress. Secondary is this, taking care of body. Okay, but if you make primary taking care of the body, then make the secondary the spiritual, then you're a loser. But if you make the primary, then you will win both way. So that's why this is a training. Minimizing Kartik, meaning minimizing certain things. Our bedding, maybe our food, and uh, restrictions on the food we take. So that way our attachment, the tongue. See, the biggest thing is our tongue. Okay. So it can, unless you control your tongue, no other senses will be get controlled. Okay. So tongue is very important. By always chanting and taking prasadam, That's why one of the rules for Kartik is that you take only prasadam offered to the Lord proper way. You should not entertain anything else. So this is very, very special time. Okay, Hare Krishna, and thank you.
Hare Krishna.
And
Thank you,
thank
Gurudev.
you.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat, Pranam, State Buddhist. Thank you so much. Would anyone like to close out with the Jayadvani?